So this is Danny Flexon here for SecondsOut. Delighted to be joined by Natasha Jonas ahead of your BOXXER debut. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's not many times in boxing that you get 2 debuts, but yeah, I'm just happy to get the opportunity and be out before Christmas, get a bit of ring rust off.
What was it that attracted you to BOXXER and a return to Sky Sports?
I just think the opportunity, the platform, everything that was presented to me from other people, these could match and do better. And then there was the added bonus of being a part of the commentary team as well, which it'd be idiotic to turn down.
That's great stuff. Now, we were expecting to see you last at the recent Liverpool show, which got changed, a week before, maybe less than that, before the fight. How did you feel when that happened?
I mean, it's tough because the stuff that you go through in camp, that's expected. You're an athlete, you're going to train hard, work hard and all that, that's expected. But mentally, you've got to go into them sessions and be a different person. I'm a different person in them sessions than I am when I'm the mum at home. And you're hungry, you miss out on big family occasions. I missed out on 2 weddings. I was a chief bridesmaid in one. I was there not eating, not drinking, stone cold sober, and it's them little things, that's them little sacrifices that people, you're paying out a lot. You've got your, physio, nutritionist, all them things that you're paying for, and then, like I say, mentally, physically, you're putting yourself through hell every day, and then it gets to the day and it's like, yeah, you're not fighting. It's tough.
What was the reason you were given for your removal from the show?
The official line was not being able to get an opponent, or not agreeing an opponent, but we'd had until I was off fight camp to be able to do that. So I don't know how that even came, how that was even possible.
When you say that was the official line, presumably you feel there's another reason why maybe they didn't want you on the show. Is that something you can talk about? I don't know.
Not really. I just don't want to put myself in any bother. So yeah, that's what the line was. That's what it is. Yeah, okay.
Did that kind of affect your decision to go with someone else when you had the opportunity to? I mean, obviously, it's a great offer regardless from Sky and BOXXER, but did that kind of sour your relationship with the previous promoter?
I just think there was two opportunities that I should have been on fight camp, I should have been in Liverpool, and I wasn't on either. So, what was the point in staying around to be let down a third time or beyond? So.
Why do you think you were apparently undervalued? Why do you think they didn't make more of you? Like you said, you commentate as well, you've got a great personality, you've shown you can fight at the highest level. What possible reasons are there for you not to be prominent for whoever you're with?
I don't know. A lot of people will just say blame Joe, but there's lots of fights that have happened with Joe. So I don't know. I don't think it's anything personal. I don't know. I just don't know. But I did feel undervalued. I did feel, always I was the opponent, always on the B side. I wasn't happy. So I wouldn't be in any relationship, whether that be personal or working, where I felt that way. So the only reason was to look at other options, and I did that.
And is that something BOXXER and Sky have kind of promised to you, that you will be the A side going forward? They'll get behind you as a focal point of what they're trying to do?
100%. I will be. I'll be the home fighter for a change, and I will be promoted and presented in that way. I'm going to look forward to the journey.
And what weight do you intend to compete at going forward? We know there's flexibility, perhaps more so in the female side of the sport, but where would you like to campaign?
Anyway, I can't even be fussy. I haven't got the time to be fussy about who I want and when I want. It was almost looking like I was going to have to, have me debut with BOXXER early next year and then continue it running. I just want to be active, just want to be out. But I've got the opportunity now, and then next year we'll look at who's available and what's available. Looks like the 140, that tournament is going to take some time to dissolve. Maybe Taylor's in talks with McCaskill or Serrano over another fight for them. Harper's just lost their title, so there's lots of other options out there.
Do you feel a difference in how you perform at the different weights? Obviously, gave a great account of yourself against Katie at lightweight, same against Terry at super feather. But do you feel a difference in yourself?
Yeah, I think people forget that as an amateur, I have literally done as an amateur, I was going down from middleweight to lightweight, but as a pro, it seems like I'm going back up from super feather up. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to. But like, it is, like you say, there isn't that depth, and it isn't uneasy for me to jump up a weight or go down a weight. I mean, down a weight is obviously a lot harder. You've got more weight to get off. I did feel a lot more comfortable at lightweight against Taylor. I felt, I was probably testing wise, I was physically in the best condition that I've been since being a pro. So maybe we'll see.
Given how well you performed against Taylor, who's widely recognised as one of the top two pound for pound best females at the moment in the sport, presumably you don't want to hang around. I mean, this will be a rush-heading fight at short notice, but after that, presumably you want to be fast-tracked.
Yeah, I want to be back in the mix. I mean, everyone was talking about, will she do a rematch? Well, we wanted to do a rematch and stay with Thingy, but the rematches were never the next fight. There was always 2-3 fights down the line. So, no, whether that was Harper, whether that was Taylor, there was never ever going to be an immediate rematch. There was always going to be fights down the line. So, I'm not scared to have a fight, and anyone who questions that is insane. I'm not scared to fight anyone. I'll fight whoever I need to. But I'll put myself in them mandatory positions to be able to get the shots that I want.
Were you surprised to see Terry Harper lose to Alicia Baumgardner?
Unfortunately not. I think anyone who knows and has watched Alicia will know that 1, she can punch, 2, she's a great fighter, 3, she's tough, 4, she won't stop coming. So I don't know who decided that was a great... Let me first of all say, once you're a champion, you've got a target on your back. Everyone wants to fight you. Hats off to her for taking the hardest fight on the table. And I do think she was the hardest fight on the table. Whether that was naivety, whether that was pressure, I don't know. A little bit of uneducated, I don't know what it was. But if it would have worked out, everyone would have been praising her, saying, look how brilliant she is. It was just unfortunate that it didn't. Lack of confidence in her hand, maybe. 2 years out, ring rust, maybe. Everything's a factor. I don't know them answers. That's steady.
And Baumgardner was very well received in the UK. I'm sure she'd be keen to come back. Is that a fight that attracts you?
Yeah, like anyone who's got a title is in my target, shall I say, or is in my plan. I've just got to make the decision about who I want to target and who we can target, and what's going to be the best decision for me.
And now you have got kind of settled, you've got a promoter, you've got a broadcaster. How has that affected you outside the ring, kind of emotionally, mentally? It must be a lot easier now.
Yeah, I think someone commented saying, Tash looks like she's had a weight taken off her shoulders. And that literally is how I feel. Like I say, I was chasing fights, I was chasing opportunities, and now they're going to present themselves. People do want to be on Sky. People do want to have them opportunities. People want to come and prove me wrong. So I'm not going to be short of opponents. I'm not going to be short of support and backing. So let's see what it brings.
And how's your daughter getting on?
She's still the boss of the house. I'm fighting for world titles, but I'm not even the boss of my own house.
Is she showing any interest in boxing? I know she comes with you to the gym quite a lot.
She has little, in the play areas, soft play areas, they have them little swinging things that kids run through. Occasionally she'll stop and say, Mum, look, shush, 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 and they'll do a little combo. But I think she just loves Nikita. She loves Auntie Nikita and watching football and going to cheer her on. And so yeah, she loves bragging about Kita more than me, unfortunately.
How would you feel if she did want to go into boxing? Because I know a lot of boxers are quite happy about it because of what it did for them and their lives, but others are like, I work this hard so my children don't have to do it. What's your stance?
A bit of both. I can get both sides of the argument. I think if you go into a sport that your parents been half successful at, it's going to be tough because people are automatically going to compare you and are going to set a standard that you should be this good because your mum or your dad was this good. again, because knowing the sport in and out, you know how tough and how hard it is, and you don't kind of want your kids to go through that. But at the same time, boxing has given me the life that I've got now. It's opened a lot of doors. It's made me the person who I am, and why would I not want my daughter to have them experiences? So if she wanted to, and that's something she really wanted to do, I'd be 100% behind it.
Brilliant. Tasha, really appreciate your time as always, and look forward to seeing you in action and on the mic at some point in the future.